Hey guys, Digital Sticks here, and real quick, this is a video to tell you that I'm selling my Oculus Quest today, and that is in keeping with the honest opinions I've shared about the device. I don't hate it, it just doesn't offer me any value over my PC VR experiences. I felt that way with the CV1 versus the Quest, and I certainly feel that way with the Index versus the Quest. In fact, I had an issue with my Index, had to do the RMA for my controller, and as a temporary stopgap, I was going to use the Quest with Link. Couldn't do it. I tried to set that up, and I got it set up, but it wasn't. I found myself just preferring to take a break from VR versus that. I actually ended up remapping my controllers and using my touchpad temporarily and still having a quality VR chat experience. And then they RMA'd really quickly. Once they got done dragging their feet on setting it up, I actually had my controller really fast. And so far the new controller's working, but that's another story. But as far as the Oculus Quest, I'm very excited for the person that's going to buy it. I know they're going to love it. They're going to be wowed by VR for several days, and I know they can grow with it. So the Oculus Link capability is a great feature. Also, the whole word of caution, the whole challenge to the hype is somebody that's in the market or could be or should be in the market for a PC VR headset should not buy an Oculus Quest. They should buy a PC VR headset. It'll be much better. The Rift S for the same $400 is a comfortable PC VR headset, ready to play at its max capabilities out of the box. You don't have to run out. You can buy a different face gasket, which is probably a good investment, but you don't have to run out and try to put on a different head strap altogether or buy. You don't have to do what you got to do to try to make the Quest comfortable and suitable for long-term gaming. You don't have to go out and buy a cable. Honestly, by the time you get an Oculus Quest working well as a PC VR headset, I think most people will have about $600 to $700 invested by the time they've adapted it in some form or fashion, and plus gotten a link cable and whatever. And now some people will argue that and they will find truth. Well, there's certainly ways to go bottom of the barrel through that, but if you just want it to be as quality, comfortable as you can, and quality as a PC VR headset, if you're trying to match a PC VR headset quality, if you're trying to get a Quest reliably up to the standard of a Rift S, you're looking at having, by the time it's said and done, about $600 to $700 invested in that Quest. And that you can find ways to cut corners is a moot point, because a lot of those corners you cut are going to annoy the hell out of you every time you use your headset. You're going to have stuff that makes it more of a hassle, a shorter cable. You might break your headset if you've got a cheaper cable that sticks straight out instead of having a 90-degree bend on the front. Just a lot of situations that aren't worth the trouble, because there's not that many occasions for most of us where the mobile aspect is great. Now, if you have other friends that have Quests and they're getting together for VR parties, by all means, I am not at all discounting that great opportunity for its value. So you know your own situation, but for the person that's just wanting VR and they can get PC VR and they don't have a whole crowd of people already using VR or any other reason to make one headset more valuable than the other, then getting an actual PC VR headset is going to be their best move. And as proof of that, I'm selling my Quest today, and I'm happy that I'm only losing $100 since buying it new, and that's because of a seller's market made that a possibility. And I've certainly had my money's worth to get to check it out and everything, and so I have no regrets about buying it. I'm glad to get an opportunity to sell it before it becomes worthless in my possession while sitting idle all the time in a box, or in its case. And so that's my advice. If you want a device that you will love and use extensively and know for a fact you're getting your money's worth out of it, go with the PC VR device. I do not regret buying my CV1. I do not regret buying my Index. They've both been well worth their money, and they both get used enough to justify their cost. The Index especially has been incredible, and I use it with Vive trackers, so I get the full-fledged experience in VR chat that's not available on a Quest. Not even available with the Quest with Link. You're getting into so many hassles and issues there that it's just best to get a PC VR headset. And I do still say that VR chat, in my opinion, is one of the best experiences in VR because it's social VR. It's actually virtual reality. So you take it, instead of just being placed within a game and making a game feel more immersive and real, you're actually in a social environment doing normal social things in a virtual environment. So it is a virtual reality, and it's great. And that is something completely new as a possibility, made possible by VR. This isn't just simply a VR chat room or anything that we're used to. This whole new medium makes the VR chat experience in VR is really incredible. Now, people enjoy VR chat on desktop too, but part of what makes it so great on desktop is how involved the people are that are in VR, and most desktop users desperately want VR, and they're not wrong for that. That's a good direction to want to go. So with that said and done, my reviews when I comment on technology are straightforward and honest, not at all inspired by no incentive, no desire to. I'm not trying to play to fanboys. I'm not trying to set myself up to get free hardware. I'm not getting thousands of subscribers because I've got the headset before anybody else can get it. I'm simply love VR, really enjoyed it, want more people to discover it, and I know that what's best for me is that they get what's best for them. And giving them information that you will only have by experience is of value to me, and I hope it's of value to you. So thank you for watching, and I'm saying goodbye to my Quest today. Good riddance. It's not a bad memory, but I'm glad it's going to bring someone else more enjoyment than it brought me, and I'm still going to be enjoying my VR. I'm actually liking the idea of being more focused now because I've found the setup that I really like. As long as Valve keeps them working, the Index with Vive trackers, I don't really need much else. And so I recommend that people go in the right direction. The more straightforward you are, the better return you get for your money. So take care. If you like this kind of content, please like, follow, subscribe, all of that jive, of course. And we'll keep sharing. So take care.